In this video, we will see the healthcare concepts and trends under the subject of community health nursing. We all know that health is very important, very precious possessions as it is an asset important for individual, family, community and the nation. It is the healthy people who will be able to put in efforts and competencies for their own as well as nation's socio-economic and cultural development. Health gets influenced by various factors related to human biology, lifestyle, environment, and resources. Any individual's human biology, their lifestyles, their environment, internal, external environment, and resources available surrounding them, they may have influence on health of individual. That is why people need to adopt or modify various factors which factors, this human biology, their lifestyle, their environment and resources. Why? To attain a state of equilibrium, and they can promote, protect, regain and maintain their health. Now, why healthcare services are necessary? People try to get optimal health and well-being by observing healthy behaviors, but often they lack due to various reasons. Now, which are the reasons because of that the individual may not able to get optimal health? The reasons are lack of positive attitude, lack of knowledge, lack of facilities, lack of positive attitudes towards their health, lack of knowledge regarding health and healthcare services, lack of facilities at the healthcare services. These all may influence, and individual may not get able to obtain optimal health. Ultimately, they need help and guidance of health professionals. Any health professional can provide adequate guidance and information related to healthcare facilities, such as nurses, doctors, nutritionists, social workers. They can give knowledge regarding healthcare services. Therefore, it is necessary to plan and provide healthcare services to people to help them to attain optimal health. Now, what is healthcare? Healthcare is a multiple services which is rendered to individuals, families or communities. It is a multiple services. Multiple services include community health and personal health services. All services which given to the individual, family or communities by the agent of health services, by the agent of healthcare services or health personnel or professionals. Why? For the purpose of promoting, maintaining, monitoring or restoring the health of individual, families or communities. So healthcare is provided by the uh, healthcare professionals for maintaining, promoting, monitoring and restoring of health of individual, family and community. In India, it is the responsibility of the government, especially the state government, to plan and provide need-based healthcare services to all without any discrimination. Okay, for that, the government is providing healthcare delivery. The healthcare services are available at 3 levels throughout the world. Those are primary level, secondary level, and tertiary level. Now, what is primary level? It is the first level of contact between the individual, family, health, and health system. At primary level, basic essential services are provided. It is provided at the community level only. Okay, this is primary level. Primary level means it is provided at the community level, and it is a first level of contact between the individual or family and the health systems. Now, secondary level. What is secondary level? Secondary level of healthcare. At this level, services of the specialist are made available to the people, so as they can deal with more complex problems. At primary level, primary preventions or any essential services can be provided. But in primary level, complex problems cannot be solved because it is provided at the community level. But at secondary level, complex problems can be solved. The essentially curative services are provided as in taluka hospitals, CHCs, PHCs or any district hospitals. Tertiary level. Tertiary level of healthcare is, at this level, services of the super specialists are made available to the people. Okay, this type of care is provided in the regional or central institutions such as super specialty high-tech hospitals like NIMHANS, AIIMS, district hospitals. That is known as tertiary level hospitals. Now there are various changing concepts and trends of healthcare. Which are they? Those are comprehensive healthcare, then basic healthcare services, health for all, primary healthcare, and Millennium Development Goals. First one is comprehensive healthcare. The Bohr Committee in 1946 suggested the concept of comprehensive healthcare. Okay, comprehensive healthcare is suggested by Bohr Committee in 1946, which was started as the provision of integrated promotive, preventive and curative services from womb to tomb to every individual residing in a defined geographical setup. The committee suggested some criteria of comprehensive healthcare services. Which criteria the committee has suggested? Those are provide adequate preventive, promotive and curative healthcare services. Then services to be as close as to the beneficiaries as possible. Okay, the service center should not be far from beneficiaries, far from community, but the healthcare services should be nearer to the community area. Then wildest cooperation between the people, the services and the professionals. This criteria is provided by the committee to give comprehensive healthcare services to the individual, family or community. Then services are available to all irrespective of their ability to pay. It is not must that the services should be available to all the people and as they can afford at their level, looking after specially the vulnerable and weaker sections of the community. Okay, the vulnerable groups are more focused. Create and maintain a healthy environment both in homes as well as in working place. Then requirements for the provision of effective comprehensive healthcare requires are maximum utilization of available skills in order to ensure services. How we can provide effective comprehensive healthcare? To give effective comprehensive healthcare, we need maximum utilization of available skills in order to ensure the services. Cooperation and active involvement of the community. Study of those factors that concern health and sickness so as to plan and provide need-based services to attain positive health and prevent illness. Second is basic health services. It is first used by UNICEF and WHO in 1965. In 1965, both jointly used the term basic health services. The basic health services are understood to be network of coordinated peripheral and intermediate health units. It is a coordinated peripheral and intermediate health units network capable of promoting effectively a selected group of functions which are essential to the health of an area and assuring the availability of competent professional and auxiliary personnel to perform these functions. These all are basic health services. Then health for all. The third concept is health for all. In 1978, the International Conference on Primary Healthcare, sponsored jointly by WHO and UNICEF, was held at Alma-Ata, that is in Russia, and participated by all member countries, reaffirmed that goal of health for all and consider it as the major social goal of governments. The conference declared primary healthcare as the key approach to achieve this goal by the year 2000. Okay. In this conference, in Alma-Ata conference, they declared the primary healthcare as the key approach. Through the primary healthcare, we can achieve the goal health for all by the year 2000. The goal is to attainment of all citizens of the world by the year 2000 of a level of healthcare will permit them to lead socially and economically productive life. The health for all goal means it is realization of highest level of health, which includes physical, mental, and social well-being. Then attainment of minimum level of health that would enable people to be economically productive and participate actively in the social life of community in which they actually live. Removal of obstacles to health such as unemployment, ignorance, poor living conditions, and poor standards, malnutrition, etc. Healthcare services are within the reach of all in the country. These all meanings of health for all goals. Thus, health for all does not mean that all will be free of disease or disability by the year 2000. Rather, the health for all is a holistic approach. It calls for efforts not only in public health and medical aspects, but also in education, agriculture, industry, housing, communication, to provide an acceptable level of healthful living to all people. Health for all through primary healthcare strategies. How we can achieve health for all by the using of primary healthcare strategies? Those are address major health problems of people living in various places, then emphasize on preventive, promotive, and curative rehabilitative services based on health problems and health needs of people, means focused on emphasize on comprehensive services. Include following services, which are the education of people concerning prevailing health problems, then promotion of nutrition, adequate safe water supply and basic sanitation, maternal and child health, including family planning, then immunization against major infectious disease, appropriate treatment of common ailment and injuries, prevention and control of locally endemic diseases, the provision of essential drugs. Through that, through these all the primary healthcare services, we can achieve health for all. Next one is primary health care. This concept is very important to achieve health for all. The concept of primary healthcare was introduced at the international level jointly by the WHO and UNICEF at Alma-Ata Conference in 1978 to achieve the goal of health for all by the year 2000. It is the first level of contact with the health system to promote health, prevent illness, care for common illness, and manage ongoing health problems. The definition of primary healthcare. Primary healthcare is essential healthcare made universally accessible to individuals and acceptable to them through their full participation and at a cost the community and country can afford. Yeah, the primary healthcare is defined by the WHO organization, which is given by in 1978 is this means is essential healthcare which is based on practical. It is scientifically sound and socially acceptable method and technology. This made universally accessible to individuals. So anybody can utilize them and families of the community through their full participation. Then at a cost that community and country can afford to maintain every stage of their development in the spirit of self-determination. The cost should not be that much high that poor people cannot afford them. It should be in affordable cost. Okay. What is there in primary health care? The primary health care includes primary care, which is provided by physicians, midwives, and nurses, then health promotion through the health education, illness prevention through the IEC activity, health maintenance and home support, community rehabilitation, then pre-hospital emergency medical services, coordination and referral to other areas of healthcare. Primary healthcare is obviously different in each community, which is depending upon the need of residents, the availability of healthcare providers, the community's geographic location, and proximity to other healthcare services in area. There are some elements of primary healthcare which are very essential. The elements are education, water and sanitation, nutrition, maternal and child health, immunization, prevention of endemic diseases, treatment and drug availability. First one is education. First element of primary healthcare is education. Primary healthcare provides education regarding health problems and issues that are commonly prevailing nowadays. It is also teaches the methods of preventing, controlling and identifying them. Second is water and sanitation. Primary healthcare services gives a proper supply of water along with safe sanitation. Then nutritional and food and its supplements. Primary healthcare supplies an adequate amount of essential, healthy and nutritional food and supplements. Fourth one is MCH care, that is maternal and child health care. Primary healthcare also provides maternal and child health care. It also makes the mass aware with effective steps to be taken for the nourishment of mothers and child. Next one is immunization. Primary healthcare organizes events and programs of immunization and protection against the major infectious and several diseases. We all know that pulse polio program and immunization schedule. Then next element of primary healthcare is prevention of diseases. Primary healthcare takes effective steps to prevent and control the local endemic diseases. They implement various programs regarding control and eradication of the diseases. Next element is treatment. Primary healthcare offers proper treatment of non-communicable as well as communicable diseases. It also promotes the mental growth and health of every individual. The last element of primary healthcare is essential drug. Primary healthcare arranges essential and life-saving drugs to all kind of diseases. These all are elements of primary healthcare. Other extended elements of primary healthcare are promotes health, control and prevention of non-communicable diseases, then essential technologies for health, health requirements for reproductive growth, expanded immunizations, then offer food safety and food supplements. Now, principles of primary healthcare. While we are giving primary healthcare, the principles should be followed. Those are equitable distribution, then coverage and accessibility, community participation, multi-sectorial approach, appropriate health technology. First one is equitable distribution. What does it mean? It means that primary healthcare services must be shared equally by all the people, irrespective of their ability to pay, belonging to urban or rural areas, and to any segment of the community, but giving priority to the underprivileged and underserved sections of the society. That is known as equitable distribution. Next one is coverage and accessibility. Primary healthcare aims at providing essential healthcare to the whole population. It implies providing healthcare services to all which are required by them. We can consider the children's, mothers, adults, elderly peoples, etc. And also who are reachable to them. Means it should be geographically, financially, culturally and functionally focused. Third one is community participation. By community participation, individuals and families assume responsibilities for their own health. They will be aware about their own health and welfare, and for those, the community and develop the capacity to contribute to their country's development. This creates awareness among people about their health situations and resources, and they can be motivated them to solve their common problems by themselves only. This is possible through ongoing communication by health worker with the community people on primary healthcare aspects. So community participation principle is very essential. Next one is multi-sectoral approach. Nowadays, no sector can function properly in isolation. Activities of any one sector have impact on the goal of any other sector. Hence, there is a need for consultation and coordination of the intersectoral activities should be there. Other sectors include agriculture, animal husbandry, housing, water supply, sanitation, communication and mass media, cooperatives and banks, social and women's welfare and panchayat, etc. These all the sectors should be work cooperatively to giving effectively healthcare services. The next one is appropriate health technology. It is very important factor that success for the successful primary health care. It implies the use of methods, techniques and equipments which are scientifically sound but simple in accordance to local culture, that these are understood by and acceptable to those who use and those for whom these are be used. Uniform standards to be maintained all over the country. So these all are principles of primary health care. Those are equitable distribution, coverage and accessibility, community participation, multi-sectoral approach, and appropriate technology. The last concept of healthcare services is the Millennium Development Goal. The Millennium Development Goal were the international development goals for the year 2015 that had been established following the Millennium Summit of the United Nations in 2000. All United Nations member states that at that time and at least 22 international organizations committed to help achieve the Millennium Development Goal by 2015. The Millennium Development Goals are to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, to achieve universal primary education. They promote gender equality and empowering women empowerment, to reduce child mortality, to improve maternal health, then to combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other communicable diseases, and to ensure environmental sustainability. Each goal had specific targets and dates for achieving those targets. So these all are the healthcare services concepts and trends.